Dirty Boxing Championships, made it to the Joe Rogan Experience. Shout out to Joe Rogan, man. Elon Musk was wearing your Fighting Nerds glasses. How about that?
What I told the UFC, if you want me to fight Sean, I'm ready. If you want me to fight Khamzat, I'm ready.
Colby Covington and Joaquin Buckley.
Buckley is a hard guy to take him down. Buckley has power in his hands. We sparred, I think we did like 3 or 4 rounds here in PI, just boxing. This guy has heavy hands, man. I think Buckley might get a knockout.
No one likes Colby. John been the GOAT. 13, 14 years. I think Alex Pereira should fight Tom Aspinall. Let John vacate. John vacate. Alex Pereira, Tom Aspinall fight for the belt. Winner fights the greatest of all time in John Jones. Oh man, we finally made it. Here we are, folks. Overdogs Podcast with the king of violence, myself, Ice Bagz, the king of getting this money, and Mac Malley, the king of tweeting.
What up? What up?
Is that a strawberry lemonade? Alcoholic
This is a My Hard Lemonade. It is the strawberry one. It's very good.
I knew you were coming out with your own line.
I just finished my 3-mile run. My alcohol gonna be coming out soon. It's gonna knock the panties off of the club girls. For all the other guys, for all my homies that follow me on Instagram. Not for me.
Is that gonna be the slogan? What's gonna be the slogan for Mike Perry's alcohol? I need to know.
That was it. Knock the panties off the club girls.
The slogan is El que manda aquí soy yo.
Sold. Fuck. Dude, I'm liking the glasses today, Mike.
You know what, man? I was looking through the house for some Fighting Nerd shades.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any. These are my nerdiest shades. I don't even know if they fit right.
No, they do. It looks like you're doing a whole vibe. I like it.
Low-key fire.
They not even mine.
Those Latoris.
We could try these. We getting a wardrobe change mid. Let's see. I don't know. This is like Harry Potter. These kind of fire. What's up, boys? What we talking about today? We got some stuff, man. We got a good guest on the lineup. Obviously, we had Dirty Boxing not long ago. Darren keeps hitting me up about all kinds of shit. I like the enthusiasm. Not Darren Till. That's not who I'm talking about. But soon enough, me and Darren will have some conversations. Apparently, he's 250.
What?
How do these guys gain weight, bro? I try to gain weight. I run too many miles. When I'm running these miles, I can't put the weight on. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Did you see what happened to Darren? The other Darren, the Darren you were talking about first. Did you see this, Bagz?
Yeah, I did.
He sent me he got fucking Rob jumped on his way home the other night. His whole face was fucking swollen. Yeah, he got jumped in Ireland, bro. Man. Yeah, on his way home. Anyway, shout out Darren. Love that guy.
Yeah, I was like, he showed me that, and I was like, hey, do me a favor, just get that next clip out for me if you can in the next 30.
Yeah, put some ice on that and get that clip out.
Listen, karma's real. Sometimes shit happens for no reason, but sometimes shit happens for a reason. All right, we got to be careful out here.
Don't get jumped and robbed.
Yeah, try not to do that.
I was talking with my wife earlier. I got to hit up my boy for the footage, but he was saying, or my wife was saying how, because I was saying, these comments on Instagram, I'm like, God, man, sometimes I wish I had a superpower. I could just go through the phone and grab one of these fucking commenters. And my wife's like, I was like, honey, when has any one of these people ever said something like this to my face? And she was like, what, that one time? And I was like, what time? And so we were walking by, and this bar, he was a security guard at the front of the bar, and he said some shit to me. And I was with my wife, walking, holding hands, and I'm in the O. And I walked back up to him, and I was like, I just fucking mushed him so hard. And my boy hit me up later who like runs the spot over there. Shout out Bullet Bar, man. I fuck with it. It's a good spot to hang out downtown Orlando. But the guy, man, he tried the shit out of me. So I mushed him. I didn't hit him. I didn't slap him. I pushed him. I get maybe that's still assault. I don't know. Maybe I'm admitting to assault. It never came out.
Yes, you are.
I don't know if they have footage. But he assaulted my ears. He assaulted my ears, man.
Listen, I flipped a guy's fucking cap like this. Literally flicked his cap like that. And he charged me for battery.
And he knocked you out cold?
She. He ran away and called the fucking police.
Oh, man, Bagz tired of me. No, I mean, but that day was it was an eye-opening moment for me because when it happened, I'm like, you know, what I get out of that? Nothing. You know, thank God that we chilling here right now. I mean, he said some life-threatening shit. That's what he said. He threatened me. He said he would knock me out. So, I mean, by saying that, I have to defend myself. So I pushed him away from me. But
that whole
I'm serious. I pushed his face. But no, the whole story didn't just change. That's what happened. I remember what he said to me. But I realized, you know, like, what am I going to get out of this this $2 nobody? You know, and what's he going to get out of me? Like, is he going to try to sue me or this or that? Or we'll see now. If he sees this episode, it will be coming out with a lawsuit, man.
Shout out Chael Sonnen. I texted Chael yesterday and was like, I'd talked with Chael for like months before we ever launched Dirty Boxing and tried to get him involved in the beginning. And he was like, him and his partner were like, well, you know, fight leagues, I don't know, you know, maybe not my thing, yada, da, da, da. And so I hit him up yesterday. I was like, yo, like, would love you to take a look at this. And he literally sends me a face message. And he's like, yo, this was you that did DBX? He's like, honestly, one of the best debuts I've ever seen on a fight league. Was super high praise. I showed it to Mike. I had to. Chael, sorry. I had to show it to Mike. But huge respect for Chael. He's obviously one of the GOATs in the game. And for him to say that about us, I was like, holy shit, you know. It was really dope.
But that was going to be my first fucking question, dude. Like, so I remember you talking about, like, we talked about it on the podcast, but when he said that in the video, like, that was you? That's what he was talking about? So he saw Dirty Boxing, was like, this shit dope, and then it came all back around. He was like, wait, that was the one you were fucking talking about? That's dope.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? You know, like, he sent a video so you can keep the video, but then not use the video, and it's like, does he think maybe you would automatically just use the video? Like, because in Chael's mind, he's like, why would I send you a video if you're not going to use the video? I'm fucking Chael Sonnen, bitch. Use the fucking video.
That's true.
But then maybe he's saying, oh, if you use this video, I'm testing the waters. And if you use this shit, I'm not going to fucking send you no more videos.
See, I would always text for sure before I ever posted, just for that reason. But yeah, he's probably like, fuck, here's your promo video. It's me saying your shit's dope. Put it out there. I'm fucking Chael.
You're fucking shit.
Yeah. He's like, I'm Chael Sonnen. Just fucking use the video. There's your promo.
No, I get that.
You guys are ignoring the fact he was in the shower taking that video as well. So, I mean, that's part of it.
It was. He was fully nude. It was odd. But...
That might be why he didn't want us sharing it.
But I'm telling you, man, like, I have been on the fucking grind for 2 weeks now. I think we're actually, I think we're getting close to like a distribution deal.
Why do people say, oh yeah, I'm interested?
What you mean?
Then they don't send a text to me. No, it's on my side. That's me. That shit I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Some shit I showed you. Some people I know, some money grabbers. I'm like, this shit is looking good. Take a look at this little folder that they put together. Oh yeah, I'm definitely interested. Why are you interested? Because you're gonna buy through me? No, I'm gonna connect you to the people who know what the fuck they're talking about. And then you're not interested anymore? I'm confused. You thought you was gonna swindle me and get a good buy?
I'll just say this, dude. I've been dealing with that shit for months. So welcome to fucking like raising money and all the shit that goes into it. It is a fucking pain in the ass.
Some people are so easy to work with, man. Shout out
100%.
Crypto Face, Market Cypher. I mean, golly, that guy, he's just like, he's all in, or he's, he buys and sells. That's what he does.
Yep.
He'll buy it and then he'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of it.
When we drop like the names here, I would say probably within the next 2 weeks, we drop our distribution channel where it's going to be held exclusively, very likely. We'll drop like several major names as part of the ownership team now as well. That'll help promote. Like, it's gonna be a big fucking deal, man. Like, major splashes coming for sure. And we're gonna bring you the product live starting early next year. Probably not January. We're probably running too tight on that with getting these deals done, but probably February. Like, that's what I'd be shooting for. And then like maybe 10 fights next year. But we're on it. We're gonna bring it to you.
So speaking of January, BKFC, I think they said something about Eddie is headlining the Philly card
against Jeremy.
Right? Jeremy Stevens.
I guess so. Bryce Hall is on that, fighting Kimbo Slice Jr. That's an interesting one. But I guess my mom told me that something about Eddie headlining, even though they didn't necessarily announce it as the main event. So I was curious. I thought maybe something would come through where I was going to be a part of that one.
I said this. We had a half a show dedicated to this.
Mm-hmm.
What, probably 4 or 5 months ago, right, Mac?
Yep,
where we said
we just tried to figure out something. Yep.
Here's the fucking problem with BKFC. They're not going to have opponents for you. Like, it's coming. They're not going to have opponents for you. There's not enough big name value that wants to get in the ring with you. And then why the fuck do you want to go fight homegrown talent in BKFC?
No, I mean, I would.
I mean, but the paycheck's got to be right.
Yeah,
but
it's not good for them. Yeah, like just.
But that's the thing, right? It's not gonna move my paycheck. It's not gonna touch my paycheck. My paycheck is what they gotta give me.
Yeah.
But it's gotta make sense for them, and they're having trouble making sense. But like, don't they gotta? This is what I'm confused about. I don't know how it works. Don't they gotta offer me something? Don't they gotta make an attempt?
Motherfucker, you signed a contract. You should know what it says.
Yeah.
Man, I see the numbers, and I'm like.
He said, that's a lot of zeros.
Let me get that.
And then you didn't see the zero that said mandatory fight offers per year. Zero.
All right, let's get into it. Like, have you had any talks with? Have you talked with Feldman lately? Have they like shown any interest in like? Have they offered you somebody, and you turned them down? Has that happened?
No, that has not happened.
Have they come to you and said, okay, we might have this guy, right? But it just didn't pan out. Has that happened?
It doesn't seem to be panning out. I think that's what's happening,
but they've thrown some names at you, is what I'm asking.
There's been this one name that we've been grabbing for, we've been grabbing at for a little minute, but I just don't think, what I don't get is how it doesn't make sense to someone. Because I know the money's going to be right for them.
Yeah.
And maybe they just don't want the money. Maybe they don't care about money. Maybe money's not their thing or something. So, and then there's a bunch of these hungry little bare knuckle guys who are begging for the shit because they'll get an extra $20K on top of their shit to fight me. And
yeah.
What if they just decided, dude, like, not going to rematch Eddie? Like, that would have been a banger to rematch Eddie, but like earn it back as the king of violence. You put Jeremy and Eddie in there, and then you take the winner. So maybe that's what
Eddie goes from a light heavyweight in me, and I cut down to 175, which is middleweight in BKFC, and then now he's fighting a Jeremy. What weight are they fighting at? 65? 75? Jeremy Stevens coming up? Because I think his last fight was 55. So if he's coming up 165, I'm interested to see. I hope Eddie does do good, to be honest with you. I think he'll be all right.
That last one.
I think he'll be all right, but maybe he'll quit. I don't think Jeremy Stevens is going to hit him hard enough to quit. I don't think Jeremy's been necessarily extraordinary in bare knuckle. He's been all right. He had knocked somebody out there like he used to in the UFC.
Well, let's say they say, okay, Mike, you're coming to Philadelphia and sitting cage side. You're getting in the cage or the ring and calling out the winner of this fight. That's who we're doing next is like the next big King of Violence fight. Like, you happy with that?
You frozen?
No, I'm not frozen. I'm just like, fine, sure. Like, offer me somebody. Tell me what's going on. Tell me something. But I guess guys,
we're in it now. Does it?
I guess Conor really did fire me. What the fuck? Where's my fight at?
Now, hey, look. Now that we're talking about it,
now I really fired him.
And we've shown nothing but respect for Feldman on this show at all times, and the organization. I think it's top notch. But do you now think that you starting Dirty Boxing and the explosion that it had, right, coming out the gates, it got a lot of fucking attention. Do you think that has something to do with you not being offered a fight?
No.
Okay.
Because Feldman wished me luck. He wished us luck. He said, hey, I hope it goes well. I don't think they are threatened by us. They are very high level in bare knuckle. And I think they're just trying to find the right thing that they can't seem to quite make happen because these guys don't want to be the guy fighting me with no gloves on after I fucking lost that last fight with the gloves on. I'm fucking pissed and I want this shit. I'm in the gym. I'm working. Looks like our guest might be here.
I agree. I don't think it's a malicious thing towards you. I think it goes back to what me and Mac have been saying many months ago, which was it's going to be really fucking tough to find you an opponent because so many people just turning that deal down. And the fucking deal that I know that you're talking about that they, put on the table and said this might happen, that's a bad motherfucker. And if he doesn't take that fight, you're going to be hard pressed to find somebody that will.
Fala galera, Cal.
What's up, guys?
Elon Musk was wearing your Fighting Nerds glasses. How about that?
That was crazy, right? Because Elon is like the biggest nerd in the earth, So we knew, actually it wasn't my fight, it was Mauricio Ruffi's fight, and I was as a corner of him, yeah. And then I knew that Elon Musk was going to be there, and we always give the glasses to people, because we want people and build a brand and all this. And I was seeing him outside the octagon, and I was like, I'm going to give this guy the glasses. If he put the glasses, he's going to be another level, it's going to be another thing. So as soon as the fight ended, I was outside of the octagon because just two corners could go in. And I was there outside. I was like, I'm going to give him. I was going to give to Trump too, but I was like, maybe if I go down to talk to Trump, the Secret Service is going to be here. Like, what the fuck are you talking to him and all this stuff? And I was like, no, I'm going up just with Elon. And he put the glasses. It was awesome.
That's a great marketing strategy, man. Putting it on Elon like that.
Where can we buy the glasses?
Yeah.
So actually, they're not for sale. I have the glasses for all you guys. As soon as I see you, I'm gonna give you free glasses, of course. Because if the UFC said we want to keep using them in the octagon and all this, we cannot sell them. So
man,
that's why.
What the fuck?
But it's not even gonna be something to sell, We buy this for like 20 cents,
I think I saw UFC has a pair on their website right now for sale. $35. They got the tape in the middle.
Man, come on, they will get some real money off it.
Hey, Dana sold $2 million worth of them glasses last week.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, Kyle, did you see our fight league and our main event? Did you see Yoel Romero's knockout? What did you think?
Yes. Yeah, I saw it. I think it's the perfect sport for him. Of course, the MMA is very good for him too, but I think this league it's something made up for him, even though that he's like a little bit old and all that. But you see the size of the guy, you see how big this guy still is, how fit he still is, and he always had this dirty boxing when he was fighting MMA, and now with all this, and put some elbows on it, and he can take punches. I don't think there's people that could punch him in the face and don't break the hand, because his bones. I think I heard some shit going on about him that he has some crazy different bones, that like they're more strong than the normal, So imagine you trying to punch this guy in the head and you break your hand in the middle of the fight. It's gonna eat you alive, So I think it's the perfect sport for him. It was an amazing knockout, crazy one.
Hey Mac, will you put that? Can you fact check that for us later, Mac? We need to know if Yoel has different bones or not.
They say Yoel is
Yoel legitimately. They did something one time, like a sports science on him one time, and like he is like quite literally built different. Like his bone density is like 30% higher. Exactly. Like his neck muscles. Yeah. It's something about his neck muscles too. I think he has like something like Tyson. Yeah, where his neck is just like a fucking oak tree, dude. Like he is literally like bred in a laboratory, dude. That dude is a freak.
Yeah, exactly. I heard something about it, and I was like, man, this is crazy.
What did you think? Did you actually see the look and everything of it?
Yeah. I kind of took a look.
How did you like it? Like the underground, kind of gritty, like dirty boxing vibe. I
love it.
Cool.
I love it. It was like the Fight Club, just like the Fight Club, the environment, and the rules of the league. It's all about the environment too, like the underground and all this. Man, it was crazy. Congrats, Mike. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Congrats, brother.
You're not a normal nerd.
It's your face. The sport has your face,
I want to get in there a little bit too, man. I want to mix it
I know.
up. I hear what you're saying.
We're gonna get you in there, dog. We're gonna get you in there.
Yeah. Maybe you can come to the next show to watch.
Sure. I would love to.
Sounds good.
It's sometimes it's kind of hard because I'm from Brazil. I live in Brazil, so it's kind of hard to pick it up with some good events and go there and watch. But every time that I'm here in the US, if you guys have any of these events, just let me know. I will be honored to be there. I will have a blast.
Us. So nerds are definitely different in Brazil, I feel like. So you go from college professor, was it, to mixed martial arts where you started the Fighting Nerds. How did all that come about?
Yeah, I usually, when I was like 15 years old, I was always a nerd in school, And when I was like 15, I started to give to teach math and chemistry to people from my class and people from lower class too,
Okay.
And that's the way I was having money in my hometown because actually I'm from Northeast Brazil. It's in the coast over there. So I was like living a good life, just surfing, teaching, and doing judo and all this. And then I got invited to go to São Paulo to start MMA, because I did one MMA amateur fight and one kickboxing amateur fight and was kind of in the middle of it. And then people asked me to go to São Paulo to train with Demian Maia. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I want to go there. I want to do this. I like teaching. I like chemistry. I was doing chemistry college in a big university over there. And I was like, no, I'm going to just say goodbye to everything. I'm going to pursue the dream of be a fighter, a UFC fighter. And then I dropped it. And then I went to Sao Paulo by myself and I started to live there like 10 years ago. I was 21 years old. I was just a kid, never left home. And then suddenly I was like alone in the middle of the biggest city of the country, and just trying to live this MMA life. And then I met Pablo Sucupira, that is my coach until now. Actually, he's the one that came up with the Fighting Nerds name, and he's the one that is in charge of the team. And I'm just like his first student, And then I was a nerd. He was like a different mindset when it comes about the fighting game, and then we come everything reunited together, and then we start the team.
Is it true you were really good at chess, and that's where you got the King of Nerds nickname?
No, I don't think it was because of chess. Actually, I know how to play. I'm not that good, but I know how to play chess. And but I think the King of Nerds came because I was the first one in the team
Hmm.
in the UFC talking about the team and then pushing the team forward. So that's why they called me the King of Nerds.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Who's that other guy in the UFC right now? He's not a UFC fighter. He's getting pushed as a grappler. What's his name? Mikey.
Mikey Musumeci. Yeah, yeah.
His grappling's pretty intense, huh?
Yeah, he's the grappling nerd.
Yeah,
Definitely,
the
he looks like
grappling
a
nerd.
nerd, and he's very very good. I think he's the first athlete signed by the UFC in the UFC grappling.
Yeah, I saw something he said yesterday that I liked. He was talking about how jujitsu is it's kind of BS right now because they like someone like him is fighting for recognition and then they got all these other guys doing PEDs and they're just like, yeah, we do PEDs and we do jujitsu, and Mikey's out here like, no, we're professional athletes. We're trying to make the sport cleaner and better. So shout out to Mikey, man. And all the fighting nerds out there. I'm a bit of a nerd myself. I gotta say, I love video games, and
Come on.
I can count the money pretty good, man.
That's the best thing of a nerd that fights do, count the money.
Yes, sir.
And I agree with Mike. I think jiu-jitsu deserves to be a clean sport. Like jiu-jitsu has a long history. Actually, it was the jiu-jitsu that started the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, and I think they they need to get the sport clean and safe for everyone. They need to be like a whole model to kids and to all this. Because I heard some stories here in Brazil that even kids are getting PEDs, just to compete and going to the highest level. And I'm like, what the fuck is that, man? This cannot happen. And because people don't know, still don't know what the effects of PD in a long term here, like in a 30 plus years, 25 plus years, what's going to be, how it's going to be your body and your hormones and all this if you took PED since you were like young or if you took a long time. So I don't think it's a safe thing to do, and I don't think it's good for the sport. So I agree with Mikey.
Listen to this man, kids. He knows what he's talking about. Number 6 ranked middleweight in the UFC right now, and he's a clean athlete and
Yeah.
fights clean, and he's a badass nerd. I give it to
Actually,
him.
my nickname is the natural because I'm all natural.
I like that, man. I like that. Look, for me as a fan, I want to watch them all like juiced up and fighting. As a fan, it's like that's what I want to watch,
Yes,
right?
yes,
But at the same
yes,
time, to
yes.
what you were saying, like I had a buddy of mine call me earlier this year, and he's like, "Hey, my son is like 16, and he's like an outstanding football player, and I'm thinking about putting him on TRT." And I just went, "What?" I was like, "Bro, he's
Imagine
16,
that, bro.
right? Like what the
Yes,
fuck are you thinking? Like, what if you fuck up your natural testosterone production for the rest of your
Yup.
life because you want to shoot up TRT at 16? It's crazy."
yes, yes, exactly. I don't think it's safe for them. I don't think it's worth just for the performance that you do this with your body. I don't think it's worth.
Mac is all natural, by the way. You can tell by his build and his skin tone. He's all natural.
Come on, Mac.
Yeah, dude. Taking all well, no. I took steroids once and I lost my eyebrows, bro. We were talking
Mac, show him your eyebrows.
Dude, no, this is bullshit, bro.
Ah.
Where are they going? They're disappearing, bro. I don't know. This has been a thing lately.
Apparently, Mac Malley is our punching bag. That's our punching bag. So, Kyle, I want to get your thoughts. There's a few fights coming up in the UFC, and I would like to get your thoughts on like Israel Adesanya versus Nasruddin Imavov.
Well, hang on.
What's going
Hang
on with all
on.
that? Yeah.
Is that confirmed? Because I thought Cal was supposed to be fighting Izzy.
Yeah, that's confirmed. I think the UFC offered. I think the UFC offered easy two fights, me or Imavov. And then he suddenly posted a clip studying Imavov's tape. And I was like, come on, bro. And actually, I sent message to Easy and was like, bro, why are you choosing that? And he was like, oh, we're gonna fight next year. We're gonna dance next year for the belt and all this bullshit. And I was like, come on, bro. But it's okay. I respect you if you choose that. I think you chose right, because I think Imavov it's a better fight for him, and I think actually I think Easy is the favorite on this fight,
Yeah.
because Imavov I think he's good and all that, but I don't think he has the cardio for 5 rounds. I don't think he has the the best mentality for a 5 round. He gets frustrated a lot into the fights, and he fought a 3-round fight with Brendan Alle in Paris, and it was like uh, a boring fight. They were tired since the first round, and I think if he does the same thing with Easy gonna pick him apart. I think he's good, and I think he's good fighting guys that are shorter than him. I don't think he's good when he's fighting guys that are taller than him. So I think Easy has the advantage on that, and both fights in long distance. But if the fight keeps in long distance, Easy is still gonna have the advantage. So I think Easy is gonna win this fight, and let's see what's going on next.
Can I toss a question in there, Mike, real quick? Because that kind of talks about the overlay or the layout right now of middleweight, because that puts you in an interesting position. I mean, Israel would have been the perfect fight for you. You're number 5. So I'll just read it off for everyone so you don't have to go look it up. Dricus, champion. Then you have Sean, Izzy, Khamzat, Robert, Nasruddin, then Cal. So where does that put you if you're not getting Israel? There's only one thing that makes sense to me now. Khamzat, you and him have trained before. I'd like to hear about that later.
Yes.
But, he deserves a title shot after that last performance, in my opinion. So that leaves Israel Adesanya, because when you look behind you, you have Marvin Vettori. You're not going to fight back. You just beat Jared, and Jared's number 8. So is that what you're going to shoot for? Sean Strickland or maybe Whitaker?
I was trying to push the Whittaker fight, because I think it's a great matchup. I really respect all that he has done in the sport, and he was already a champion and all that. And I think it's a good fight for me. But I don't know if he's gonna be recovered from the injury that he has in his mouth.
Yeah, no.
So I was thinking about like maybe the UFC, because I didn't heard anything about the UFC, what they want to do and all that. So I think I put it myself to be a backup fighter for the title shot, for the title fight if they wanted. I put in myself in this position, like if you guys need me, I'm here. Or I think they maybe are waiting for the Brazil's card to put me in. And if they're waiting to the Brazil's card, I think the Brazil's card is going to be on May 31. So we have plenty of time to Robert recover, and then we can fight in Brazil. I think it'll be a great fight for the fans. I think it's a good environment for us. He's coming off a loss, so it's good for him to come here in a hostile territory and fight here. So I think I'm pushing this fight, and I was trying to fight Easy, but it's not going to happen right now. So I'm pushing this fight against Robert. But just a matter of if he's gonna recover or not.
I mean, now that Max said it, because Sean, you talked about the belt, and then Max said his name, and I'm talking about Sean Strickland, because Sean Strickland's sitting out waiting for that title shot, which he had a good fight against Dricus, but then Khamzat comes in here and he steamrolls everyone he's put in front of. He had a couple niches in the quilt, but that he had harder fights, and then he smokes people. So people are, it's random with his weight classes as well. So then he comes up, now all of a sudden he's gonna maybe get a fight against Dricus, or Sean Strickland sitting out waiting for the Dricus fight. Well, if they're gonna do something with Khamzat and Dricus, then the Sean Strickland coming to Brazil, I think that would be like Sean Strickland. You should go fight Cal in Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that would be a phenomenal fight. to be
That
honest.
would be a great fight, actually, because I train with Sean, I train with Khamzat. Actually, both are my good friends.
Oh,
Sean is a good friend of mine. That's why I'm not trying to push that fight a lot. But I told the UFC, if you want me to fight Sean, I'm ready. If you want me to fight Khamzat, I'm ready. If you want me to fight Robert, I'm ready. Like both Shah and Khamzat are my friends, but when we come in this level of the sport and in this position of top five, top six, one fight away of a title fight,
huh?
we are not in the position to choose any fight,
Right.
So I think everybody will understand it's just business and we're here to fight. That's what we do, that's our profession, that's our life, and I'm ready to fight any of them. Like I I'm not trying to push this, but if you want me to, I accept right away.
You don't strike me as the type. You're on such a hot streak right now. Like you don't want to sit out and wait. You know, let's say they offered you the only person ranked under you. I could see, like maybe Brendan Allen. Would you take a fight if they were ranked below you?
Yeah, I'll take it just because I don't want to be waiting that
Mm-hmm.
much. Like I don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Actually, I'm still in like if you want me to wait, I can wait until Brazil and then you give me a good fight that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But if you don't want me to wait, want me to fight like February or March, I can take any fights, because I think it's in the phase of my career that I am at right now, it's it's better for me to keep fighting,
Yes.
to keep inside the octagon, to keep have the same rhythm, same pace, and don't be away of fighting too long. My last fight was in August, and in the past 3 years I had 9 fights, so I still wanna be active.
Okay, well, I got some other fights, and these will be out of your weight class, so maybe they'll be a little easier to pick one. I know I hear you though. You're ready to fight anyone and everyone for your spot and growth in the company, and that's so great. So, Colby Covington and Joaquin Buckley are coming up with their matchup. Who do you think will win that fight?
Bro, that fight is really good actually because Buckley is a hard guy to take him down, and Buckley has power in his hands. We sparred, I
Mm-hmm.
think we did like 3 or 4 rounds here in PI, just boxing. This guy has heavy hands, man.
Ooh.
And he throws with everything. He wants to knock you out in every punch. And I think Kobe has the advantage of the cardio, definitely, and it's a 5 round and he's more like used to the 5 round fight, but in the same way he's a lot of time without fighting.
Yep.
He's a lot of time away from the octagon, and Buckley is on timing. He's fighting all year and all that, and for sure I
Did you
think
see him
like
choke out Lil Pump?
who.
Colby Covington choked out Lil Pump unconscious.
Oh yeah, I saw the video, man. Yeah, and he didn't let him go. These guys are crazy. That was crazy, man.
That's
I think
funny.
in the paper, I think Kobe has is it's like the favorite for this fight. But in the fight day, I think he can get knocked out by Joaquin Buckley. I think I just have this feeling. I like Kobe's style and all that. I like the guy and all that, but he's not that guy that he shows to everyone. But I think Buckley is gonna might get a knockout.
I like it. No one likes Colby.
Yeah, yeah. Like he always treat me right. Every time that he saw me here in the PI, he was always like a good guy. Talk to me like, "Oh, you're doing good. I'm seeing you and all that." And I didn't even knew him. So he was always a good guy to me. I have nothing against him. I think he's just a character.
I
He
respect
needs
it,
to
man.
show this. Yeah.
You're a very humble warrior, Kyle. It's a pleasure getting to meet you and get to know you and stuff. I will get some fighting nerd glasses and I will
Come
support your
on, brother.
career.
The glasses is yours already. Just a matter of me to see you, and I'll give you right away.
I can't wait to see you, bro. I can't wait to meet you, man. So I have a question, one real quick before,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I had other fights on my list to ask you, and it made me think. Who I want to ask you, who should I fight next, bare knuckle?
Ooh. Do,
What's the right
do,
fight?
yeah, yeah. Do you know there was a guy that I always wanted to fight him? He's you know the guy from that sport, like the Leduc, I think. Do you know him?
Like Duke. Why
Yeah,
am I
he goes to the sport that you can do headbutts and elbows
Lethway.
and all this.
I
You
do
know
know who
him?
you're talking about. What's his name? Kingle Douche. That's what I
King
call him.
Leduc.
Kingle Douche.
Yeah.
That's what yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think this is a perfect fight for you guys. I think it'll be like a bang, man. It's gonna be crazy fight.
Sick.
And if you can actually put the clause on the contract, like you guys can do headbutts.
Oh,
So
dude.
it's gonna be even crazy.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
I know.
Fuck. That's a good
I
one,
think
I
him.
guess.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a perfect fight. Definitely.
But he's not that famous, man. Like, no Americans really know who Kingle Douche is.
Yeah, yeah. That's the problem, maybe.
Maybe they don't know who I am. That's fine. Okay.
Everybody knows you, Mike.
I'm joining. Thank you, brother. I'm joining the fighting nerds now. I'm wearing my glasses next fight. I'm coming out for the fucking gamers, bro.
Come on, the geeks, brother.
Yes, bro. Geek Squad. Let's go.
You'll be an honor for us if you put the glasses, brother.
Ah.
Definitely.
All right, speaking of geeks and all that stuff, Mike, if you don't mind, I'll tail into this. Going back to kind of talking about the fighting nerds as a team, dude, you guys are fucking on fire. This year, I think 12 or 11-0, 8 or 9 finishes between you, Pratis, Silva, and Ruffy.
And Ruffy.
So, who's the leader of the team? I think it's you. Like you said, you were the first person. I don't know. Just tell us, who do you think has the most skill? Ruffy has been one of the weirdest fighters to watch because he's a carbon copy of Connor. And then, so you guys have various fight styles. And then Prates, the way he's looking, dude. Just tell us about your team, man. Who's the most confident in there? Who's going to be champion first?
I think the matter of the running that we're doing right now, I think I might get the title first. Maybe. I don't know, because I'm like I'm the higher ranked guy in the team, But either way, we got practice right away. I think he's on 12 ranked. He ranked number 12. Jean just got his fight announced against Melsik Bagdasaryan. I think it's gonna be a bang fight, two strikers and all that. And I think after that fight, he goes to the top 15 to fight against someone high ranked, even top 10 they could go. In Rufi, I think he needs like one more fight until he goes to the top rankings. But I think practice is doing a great job. 4 fights in 1 year, 4 knockouts, 4 bonuses. He walks in smoking cigarette, he walks out smoking cigarette, drinking and party every day when he's on vacation. This guy is just different. Like this guy is crazy, brother. Practice style.
Hey, sounds like we need Pratis on the show for sure.
Bro, you guys need it. Definitely. This guy is hilarious. If you see his YouTube channel, you're just gonna be laughing all the way, all the time.
Yeah, you tell him Mike and the Overdogs need him on.
Yeah.
It's getting hard keeping up with my miles and my vape, dude. It's getting really hard.
Yeah, it is, bro. It is. The cardio gets fucked up. You asking if they're all nerds?
Yeah, or did they like just join under your flag, or are they all like nerds too?
I think they're nerds when it comes about fighting study, study fight tapes and all that. They're kind of all nerds about it, but they came into the flags too, so it's kind of the middle of everything.
Okay, I get it.
I'm the nerdist.
Captain Brazil, let's go.
Yeah. But they like,
the fighting nerds.
They like to play video games too, practice, yeah. They like to play video games, rookies too,
Which ones do you guys play? What do you guys play? FIFA?
They play UFC a lot.
Oh yeah.
But what I like to play the most is Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, word.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. This is the best game ever, brother. No discussion.
Warzone?
Warzone, definitely. Warzone, definitely. Warzone. This is the best game ever, brother. I think I can spend like the entire day playing,
Dang,
I don't even see the time going.
What's my goddamn gamer tag, man? That shit got my Activision ID. It's like Smashima 3473216, some shit like that.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, be on there, man.
I will add you so we can play together and have some fun.
You maybe killed me already, man. I be hiding. Josh, me and Ice Bagz played, man. He be on the other end of the map, like just looting boxes. It's not even.
That's at like 1 a.m. after a few drinks, though.
Oh, sorry for the sidetrack, man.
Hey, does Jean Silva cry all the time or just after he wins?
All the time. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think this guy is the craziest guy that I have ever met.
Tell us.
Man, he's just crazy guy in the gym. Like everybody that comes to play with him and do like normal play. He goes there, take the guy down, choke the guy out. Don't mess with me. And he's just playing. He's just playing around. But he's this kind of guy, and he's like laughing, and then 2-3 seconds after he's crying, and then 2-3 seconds he's barking. Like he's just a crazy human being, bro. This guy is crazy, brother. I thought Mike was a crazy guy, but until I met Jan Silva, Jan Silva is like another level,
Oh man. No, the scariest guy, if you see him coming towards you and he is crying, Charles Du Bronx Oliveira.
Ooh.
That is the scariest guy. He loves to cry before he fights, and then he gets in the ring, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, he smokes people. Yeah, definitely.
Shout out Du Bronx, man.
That reminded me of a question, if I can ask you. Charles dealt with, you remember back in the day before he had eye surgery, I think he got it fixed, but he used to say he saw 3 people. You've been wearing glasses since you were, I think 3, it said?
3 years old, yeah.
Do you deal with the same type of thing? Because it was like the most gangster shit in the world when he came out and said, I don't see well at all. Like, I see 3 of my opponent. I aim for the one in the middle. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Do you deal with something like that?
No, actually, I have the vision problem too far away,
Mm-hmm.
When it's in the octagon, it's too close. I can see everything,
Oh, okay.
But when it comes to fight day, I need to wake up and don't put the glasses, so my vision gets used to a little bit more, Like I cannot take the glasses when I want just to go fight, So I just put the glasses to the walkout, but before that, during the day, the fight day, I don't put the glasses at all, just to get used, But when it comes time to fight, I can see everything.
Are you even allowed to wear contacts? Contacts in the ring? I don't know. No? I don't think so.
I don't think you're allowed to. I think a lot of people use it, but they are not allowed to because it's dangerous,
Yeah.
If you have any like eye poke with the lenses, like with the contacts, I think it's your retina and all this. You can get blind of it.
100%.
Have you never done the LASIK surgery?
Huh?
LASIK, the surgery?
No, I don't want to. Actually, the same guy that did on Charles offered me, but I don't want. I use glasses since I was 3 years old. I like wearing glasses, you know. I really like, you know, like if I take out my glasses, I feel like I'm naked, you know. Like it's I don't like my myself without glasses, so I put the glasses all the time. What's up, kid?
Is that
My
your
kid is
son?
here.
Tell him, say
Yeah,
what's
come
up.
on,
Let's say what's up.
come on, come on, come on. Vem cá, vem cá, papai.
The
Vem cá.
future
E
champion.
e aí,
Oh man.
Ah,
galera?
future
Hostil.
champion.
Come on. Tchau, tchau.
Obrigado.
Tchau, tchau.
Ciao, ciao,
Tchau,
bud.
tchau. Quantos anos você tem?
Good to see you, man.
How old are you? Quantos anos você tem?
Wow, wow, he's a
Oh,
big boy, man. 1 year old, he's big.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the
That's
best. Best thing that happened in my life.
Amen.
Yeah,
100%. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah,
yeah,
we've all got kids on here. It's the best blessing ever.
yeah.
Mac, you got kids, Mac?
I don't got no.
No,
I
except for
I got,
Max. Sorry, we haven't seen the kid.
I got dogs, bro. I got dogs. I got kids.
Me too. I got 2 dogs too. Yeah.
No, that's great, man. Good for you.
I have an American Bully and a Pit Bull. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
If the dogs are worse than the kids, there's hair everywhere. Throw
Oh
up.
no, dude! I have 3 Arctic dogs. It is terrible. Like I have to have a vacuum just for when they're shedding. So I have a 145-pound one. If he comes in here, you'll see fills up a whole garbage bag with just fur twice a year. But I don't want to take all the airtime here. But you just have some very cool insights to some things. And so, can I throw another question real quick, Mike?
Yeah. Come on.
All right. So you fought Paul Craig and took him out. We're friends of Bo Nickel on this show. He's still super kind of raw green in the sport. A lot of people criticized his performance. I'm curious because he was clearly looking for the same thing you did. He's looking for that clean KO walk-off thing. I don't think he was scared to grapple with him. But I would like to get your take as another contender in that division of what you think about Bo Nickel.
You know, you said it yourself. I think he's a little bit green, still a little bit green to the highest level of the sport. For sure, this guy has a great background in wrestling, and he was one of the best athletes, wrestling athletes over there. You know, but I think when it comes about mixing up everything and going into MMA, when you can get punched in the face and can get kicked in the face and knee on your face and all that. I think he's still learning how to manage his fears, you know. I think he's still like he knew that Paul Craig don't have hands to hurt him, just have the kicks. That's all the Paul Craig has in the jiu-jitsu. So there was a fight that he could do on standing because he's gonna be comfortable in that position. But if he gets a guy that likes to box and put hands on you, try to knock you out, I bet that he's gonna shoot for the takedown as soon as this kind of fight starts. You know, I think the kid is good. He has a great future in the sport. He's a nice guy, but I think he's not ready to the highest level yet. You know.
Interesting.
Who are your favorite fighters at any level? Like, what do you think about like potentially? Let's talk like maybe Ilya and Islam if they were to go at it.
Oh, I love Ilya. I like this guy's style. I think he's very smart, high fight IQ, great knockout power, and I don't think people know how great his grappling skills are. You know, I think he was over there. I think in Killcliff, he was taking down the Dagestanis. He was defending takedowns. Nobody could take him down, and he was finishing people. He was knocking people out, dropping people on the stomach, and all this. You know, I think he's another level, man. See what he did to Max Holloway, you know, like nobody did that to Max, you know, and he came there in the fight. He should have taken down just to make Holloway a little bit aware of it, and then he stopped Holloway with the kicks and in a great hook, you know. And I think Ilya, it's a tough fight to Islam. You know, I think it is because I don't see Islam has the advantage on the grappling scene with him. I don't see that big of advantage. I think they two are playing in the same level. Uh, and when it comes about striking, I think Ilya is one step ahead. You know, so if Ilya come up to the lightweight division, I think Islam's gonna get in trouble. I still think that Islam is on a trouble against Ahmad Sarukian right now because their first fight was crazy and very competitive fight, and I think Ahmad Sarukian got way better now. So for sure Islam is a phenomenal athlete, but I think he might lose the title to Ahmad this time.
All right, I got one more for you. Heavyweight. All right, John. Right, last fight ever. Okay, do you want to watch Tom Aspinall or Alex Pereira, and why? He's got to lay the gloves down after that fight.
Yeah. I think Alex Pereira. I think because it's all about all the guys that you already faced in your resume, and I think Alex faced toughest competition right now in his last fight with Chiri, Jamal, and all this Easy and all these guys, and I think because when it comes about the heavyweight division, it's not that don't get me wrong, but it's not that competitive as the other divisions. And I think Tom Aspinall is doing great. He's doing very good. I actually think he can beat Jones. I don't think it's going to be easy fight for Jones. But in a matter of a fan, I would like to see Pereira. I would like to see Pereira versus him, even though I think Jones could get him down fast and finish him fast. But I want to see if Jones get rocked with the left hook, how he's gonna behave after that. What he's gonna do after that, how he's gonna use his fight IQ with a guy that's huge, that has a big power. I want to know how this fight goes. I think I'm more interested about this fight.
Same question. I want to know what you think. Would you rather watch Tom or Alex?
I just think, and people have said in comments online, they were like, "Oh, Mike Perry, get out of here making sense." They were like, "Don't you be coming in here making sense?" And I was like, I think Alex Pereira should fight Tom Aspinall. Let John vacate. Alex Pereira, Tom Aspinall fight for the belt. Winner fights the greatest of all time in John Jones. John Jones settles the argument after Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall battle each other.
Yeah.
Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira would love to fight each other. Dana White said he doesn't want to offer that fight to Alex Pereira. Why?
Because Tom's ground game's too good. But
John's ground game is that good too. No, forget everything that I said. I go with Mike's opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree. Same.
This is the best fight to make.
Why is John the GOAT the one that has to fight both? Like, let them figure it out. John's been the GOAT. Like, let them go figure it out.
John's been the GOAT. Yeah. 13, 14 years. Don't make him pick. Make them fight, and then the fight is chosen. But as soon as that choice happens, the people will say, "No, this guy." Some guy will come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Cal, give me three of your favorite matchups at any weight class that you want to see. Any three.
Oh, this is good. Let me think about. I want to see. I'm going with my boys. I'm going with my boys. I want to see John Silva and Nilia Topuria. I think it can be a crazy fight because their style is like the same. They just go for it and then in the same height, and I think it can be like a bang fight. I want to see Carlos Pratis and Leon Edwards. I need to see this fight too. Two southpaws, and I think Pratis has all the tools to beat him, but I still think it's a great fight. And I would like to see myself against George St. Pierre. I think it's a great fight. Two guys with a great fight IQ. He's one of the guys that I look the most, to be recognized just like him, one of the most intelligent guys in the game. So I think it's a great matchup. Me and him. Let's see who is the smartest one.
I love those. They were all great. All great answers.
All right, all right. So you're a nerd. The five guys with the highest fight IQ in history.
Yeah. I think George St. Pierre, John Jones, definitely. John Jones, high fight IQ. I'm gonna put
Mighty Mouse. Gotta be Mighty Mouse. Sorry.
Mighty Mouse, definitely. This guy needs to be in this list. Mighty Mouse. I think great fight IQ. Uh, I still think, uh, even though he didn't show that much, I don't think, but I think Alex Pereira has a great fight IQ. And when it comes about striking, I think this guy knows everything. He knows how to generate power. He knows how to position yourself after a punch just to get the punch that you want. And he doesn't look like a lot of ability when he's like doing shadow boxing and all that. But everything that he does makes sense to his style. So I think he's over there too, and I'm gonna put myself too. I think Caio Borralho.
Yeah, we actually talked about this with when Alex fought Khalil, right? Every time Khalil tried to land a bomb, it was this close to Alex's face, right? But Alex stayed in the perfect range the entire time to where he could never land that shot, but Alex could pick him apart.
Yeah, and he chose the right moment that he could land that he could hit that shot, but still be on Khalil's face. Because if he was in the beginning of the fight, he could not take this punch. Because Khalil goes hard. But when he found that Khalil was like tired, a little bit dizzy, then he was like, okay, I'm not gonna get out of the punch, so I can be on his face even more. Even if I eat this punch, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go for it. And that's what he did in this final round, in the fourth round. This is fight IQ, bro. This guy knows, everything. And you see his fight against Jiri Prochaska, that he said that he was watching Jiri warming up to the fight, and then he watched Jiri trying to defend the calf kicks, and he was putting his hands down. And then he said right away before going into it, he said like, I'm going to the head.
Yeah.
And then he did it, and then he knocked him out in the head. So this is fight IQ. I think this guy he's made for fighting. That's what I think. He's made for fighting.
Geometry is a little easier when your arms is that long, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think he was made for it. I think he was born for it. His hand is like double of mine, like big elbows. Like big joints. He has big joints, big feet, big knees, big elbows, big hands. I think he was built for
Anything else?
To fight.
Big balls.
No, that's what you guys say.
Sounded like Cal was going there.
Mike was like doing this already. Mike was doing this already. Come on, bro.
You know what's crazy is I have the exact same 5 as my top 5 fight IQs, except I removed George St. Pierre and I put in Mike Perry.
Come on, Mike.
He's just being a nice guy. So look, I was gonna say, because George St. Pierre and Demetrius Johnson on that list, they are the shortest. Obviously, Demetrius is the shortest on the list, and then George isn't much taller. A GOAT, on that list. Back in the day, the original Anderson Silva, I mean, he smoked everybody, but he's taller too. All these greats are tall, so tall. So, thank you, Josh, that I made it on your list. I'm a short little T-Rex arm power punching motherfucker. So, but I got to give it to you tall guys, man. If I could be tall, I would fight my way to the top anytime.
I'll say something controversial. I maybe would switch GSP out with Dominic Cruz if you're comparing primes. Like, because GSP...
I almost spit my drink out.
I know. It's
Did you not see Cody Garbrandt versus Dominic Cruz?
That's why I said in the prime. Like, I think Cody surprised everyone. Cody that night was the best fighter we've ever seen ever. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But Dominic Cruz was created a whole new footwork. Like, that dude has IQ.
Yeah. I wouldn't put him in fight IQ. I would put him in movement, the king of movement, He knows where to put his feet and his head and all that. He knows how to create angles and all this. I actually studied a lot of tapes of Dominic Cruz, because I wanted to move even if I'm middleweight, but I wanted to move like a lightweight. So I was studying hours and hours of tape of Dominic, and I think he's one of the king of movement.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do 5 worst fight IQs.
Yes.
Who cares? Who cares about
Andre Sukumtoth when he fought Sean O'Malley, dude. At the end, that was terrible fight IQ. Shout out to Andre, he's a cool guy, but that was one of the worst times we ever seen. I don't know. Andre Sukumtoth, he had Sean O'Malley, I think, hurt with leg kicks at the end of the fight, and he had him fucked up. He could have rushed it and maybe finished it, and he shot a takedown against the fence. So stuff like that. But that was just a one fight. But there's definitely people out there with terrible fight IQs.
Cal, hey, look, Cal's too nice to do that, man. Hey, Cal, who's the biggest asshole in the UFC that nobody knows about?
The biggest asshole that nobody knows about? Let me think about it. Because nobody has been asshole with me, So all the guys that I thought that were assholes, they turned to be a nice guy, When I came to fight the first time in the contender series, I was fighting, and there was a guy all the time screaming in the arena, in the crowd, screaming because I fought Aaron Jeffrey, and Aaron Jeffrey used to train with him for this fight, and it was Strickland, And I always thought this guy is a motherfucker. I think this guy is a damn guy, he's, man, what the fuck? He's an idiot and all that. And then after the fight, I came to him who the fuck was screaming all the time? And he said, oh, I was screaming. And he was like, oh, you were screaming, you're so bad and all that. And he was like, okay, let's fight now. Let's fight in the parking lot. And I was like, I don't fight for free, bro. Come on, fuck off, And then after that, when I met him, he's the nicest guy, He's a great guy, and we're friends, He congratulated me when I had my child and all that. So he's a nice guy. So I don't think I can, Let me think a little bit more.
All right, Mike, who's the biggest asshole? Mike can't lie.
I think it was
Cal can skirt it. Mike can't lie about it.
I think it was me when I was in there.
You thought you had a friend, boy?
Did you see me on Fight Week when I was fighting Mickey Gall? The media was talking to me, and they were like, "What's the worst part about this stuff for you?" And I was like, "Talking to you fucking assholes. I don't give a fuck about these questions." But I was on one that week, and I won. And then I couldn't keep the attitude up, man, because everybody's so fucking nice. Everybody's so nice to you on Fight Week and shit. And when I was mad, they were even nicer. And then so I come back and I was nice. I was trying to enjoy people's niceness. And then shit started going sideways. So I don't know, man. Sometimes as a fighter, bro, just keep that chip on your shoulder. You got to stay angry. You can't let them distract you with all the niceness. I told Borrachina, he was out there watching some girl fighter twerking. And I was like, she's distracting you, bro. You got to focus on the fight, man.
Definitely.
Bullshit,
Definitely.
Hey, so my boy just texted me, said Dirty Boxing made it on the Joe Rogan Experience today in today's episode.
Ooh, who was he talking to? John F. Kennedy? Hold on, real quick, Mac. Let me ask this because Kyle, you're a smart guy, so I never really want to ask my guests something like this, but I feel like you got a good future ahead of you. So I want to ask, if you were part of a political party, what are some things you would want to change about your country?
Oh, I would change everything. I would just throw a bomb where these guys are, and just get all these fuckers out of here, because they're destroying our country. Both, both the left side and the right side, they're both destroying our country.
Oh, no.
Like they just keeping having all these political things just to make people choose a side, and then he can control the people. Every time they comes when we're starting to see how bad they are, they come up with some argument and some story that people need to choose a side, and then we forget what we wanted to see. Like, I would change everything because it's so corrupt. The government is so corrupt, and their taxes on everything. In their taxes and the things that are not working in the country. The 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 education over there is low. You know the the public uh the public health is a shit too. So I would change everything. I wouldn't even go to a political party like that.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a good future in politics. Mac, please, Mac, what were you going to say before?
And sorry to take so much time asking these questions. You just have an interesting story. And so you brought up Aaron Jeffries. This is something I did want to ask you. You won that fight on the contingency. I know, see, Mike and Bags laugh at me because my questions are always like long form. Sorry. But dude, you won your fight in Contender Series, and you're one of the few people. Like, how validating is it for you? You got told no on the first time. He said, no, we're going to skip. A month later, you come out, win, gives you a contract. Now you're a top 5 fighter in the UFC. Like, was there something when you won the fight, the first Contender Series fight, then were denied a contract? Did it make you second guess? Like, what did it do for you? And then how does it feel now being number fucking 6 in the world?
Yeah, that was a time that I told my coaches, like, not do you know when some people are successful, and there was a time in their life they needed to dig deep, and they needed to bet everything they had. I think that was my time, because as soon as I got denied the contract, I came to the UFC and said, I'm gonna spend all the money that I won here in the Contender Series. I'm gonna stay in town. I'm gonna be training here for the next 3 months, just waiting for you guys to give me a fight on short notice. I already studied all the all the cards and all the middleweight and light heavyweight fights that could get off, and then I'll be ready when any of these fights goes on. So I don't know what you guys want from me, but I'm gonna be here in Las Vegas, just staying in a shit hotel and all this, eating shit and all this, but I'm gonna spend all the money that I have won in the contender just to stay here and get a fight when you guys need me. That's what I said to them. That was what my manager said to them. And then 2 days after, they came in with a fight in the light heavyweight division 3 weeks later in the same season of Contender Series. And then I was like, now I need to impress the guy. I need to impress them. I don't care about who I'm fighting, what the weight division I'm fighting. I just need to go there and impress him. Like, when the fight started, I was just looking at him. I was even looking to my opponent. I was just looking at him and was like, now you're gonna see, motherfucker. Now you're gonna see what I'm made of. You know. And then I came in and knocked the guy out in the first round. So I think that was a time that I learned about we need to take risks sometimes in life. I like, don't get me wrong. It was the first money that I got from fighting. Like in Brazil, I don't know if you guys are aware of that,
Very little.
but if you put it in dollars, we make like $150 a fight, like $100 a fight. You know, I there was a fight that I made like
Oh.
50 bucks
Jesus.
to fight, and I didn't get paid. So you guys can see how bad it is to make money of fighting over there. So that was the first real money that I made from fighting, and I was willing to risk it and waste it everything to invest to be part of the UFC. You know, so
It's
that
awesome.
was a time that I learned a lot by myself.
Nerd mentality, brother.
It's crazy. Mike just texted me and said, "Hey, I was listening to this. We need to take dirty boxing to Brazil, super cheap."
Come on, bro, the cheapest. Because $1 is 6 times our currency. 6 times. You
Inflation.
know,
Inflation. Hey,
you can eat
no,
you can eat.
Bitcoin, baby.
Yeah. Bitcoin is the future. Actually, it's the present. Everybody that is outside Bitcoin is outside of the world. You know, I think everybody should invest in crypto, not only Bitcoin, but of course Bitcoin is the more secure one. But there's a lot of other coins too that goes up with Bitcoin too. You know, and I think
Have you heard of Hot
if
Tua
you
coin? Hot Tua. She just launched her own
hold
coin last night.
no. I don't think it's a great coin, brother. It's just some scamming or something like that, you know. I don't know. But I need every fighter needs to go with Bitcoin and crypto. Because if you think about your future and you know that you're not gonna last that long in the sport. Like there are just a few guys that spend like 10 or 15 years in the UFC.
Yep.
You know, like I saw the media of fights that people go into the UFC and go out is 4 fights. So you need to use the platform to your best and to get recognition and to make money of it, but you need to invest in your future, you know. So I think one of the best things to invest, of course, there's a lot of other good things, real estate and all that, but I think crypto is the future, present future.
Amen.
I made like 10 grand today on Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. It's more than $100, right? I think,
I mean, I've been telling people 100,000. I get what you're saying. I've been telling people $100 a week, just whatever you got. Like if you ain't getting big checks or money like that, just put what you can in Bitcoin and watch that shit grow.
yeah, yeah. You need to have a long-term mentality, you know, like
I wish
the
I knew
thing.
that when I was in the UFC. When I was in the UFC, I didn't have that knowledge that you have. I was just fighting.
Yeah, I wanna retire with like 35 years old. That's my
Don't we
that's my
all?
point. You
Don't we
know?
all? Listen, the more
Yeah, yeah.
money you get, the more problems you're gonna have.
I know,
You
I
can
know,
get a
I know.
lot of money, but you just gotta keep working.
Yeah, exactly. Keep coming. Keep the
But I
fluid
like your
coming, you
goal.
know.
35
But
years
you
old,
know,
we'll be on the
yeah,
yacht in Rio.
yeah. Like I still have 4 more years to make good money, you know, of sponsorships, of fighting and all that, you know. I I need to take. I don't know, but I need to take Stake because Stake with me for so long, you know, and they're really helping me, and they really like changed my life because they pay dollars, you know, and then they pay me good money to be part of their team, so uh, I I I could change my life of it, buy a house and fulfill my kid and my wife and all
Well
that,
deserved, brother.
So, but I need to keep going with the same thing and keep make money till I'm like 35, and my kid will be around like 4 or 5 years old, and then I get to be healthy. You know what I mean? To be healthy, to see he grows and be part of his childhood. That's my goal right now. That's what I want.
I didn't know you were sponsored by Steak, so I just pulled up your IG page. I know all the guys at Steak as well, But the other one I see here is OnlyFans. If I click on this link, what do I go to?
Yeah. It just goes to
I need to know right now before I
lifestyle. Yeah, no, just lifestyle, no nude pics, no nothing like that, you know.
Fuck, I'm not. Hey, Mike, I'm not clicking on it now, am I?
He gonna click on it later.
Okay, you're talking about financial stability, you know, raising your kid when he's 5. You're 31 now, you got 4 years till you're 35. So financial stability is what you want, but what do you want to accomplish in MMA? I mean, you're big enough, you go up light heavyweight. What's your goal? You got to be champ? You got to do what? How do you feel satisfied?
Yeah. When I started, I wanted to be champ, but I wanted to be more than that. I think champ is just a part of my dream. Because you need the results, you know. You need to keep winning fights so people recognize what you want to say, you know. But I wanted actually my biggest goal is to be recognized as one of the most intelligent guys that ever entered the octagon. Just if you think about fight IQ and we thought about Saint Pierre and Demetrius, I want to people to, when they think about fight IQ, they think about Borralho, you know. That's what I want. And I know I need to be champ just to be in this conversation. So being champ now is just a part of the dream, you know.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what I want. Of course, if I can go to the light heavyweight division after I get the middleweight belt and defend 1 or 2 times and go up and do a super fight and all this. Of course, it's gonna be very good financially and to my how people see me. But I want to be one of the most intelligent guys. That's what I want. You know.
Interesting. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Just change not change, but to show people that the fighter has this other side too. Because people thinks the fighter is just this crazy guy, just mad guy, that is not that smart and all this. But I think even the craziest guys, they are smart, you know. Like, of course, we've seen an example right here in front of me, Mike. Mike is a crazy guy, but he's smart. He knows where to put, like, how to do his marketing, how to get recognized, how to get attention in the right way. I think he's aware of that. And this is what smart guys do to using big platforms. He's running his own league and all this. So I want to people in Brazil for sure, but in the whole world, I think they started to change. But in Brazil, people think that a fighter is a dumb guy, and I want to change that. That's what I want. So that's my goal.
That's a great answer. I mean, you just I just keep trying to make sure that I'm not I never really have to worry about being the smartest guy in the room. Obviously there are certain things that I am a little intelligent in, but I try to keep a good team around me of people much smarter than me who I can ask questions to. And you can't be afraid to ask those questions when you got to ask. So,
And that's a smart move. The smart guy hires a guy smarter than him. That's what you need to do, because you can focus on your own team in your own team, and then you put other guys smarter than you focus on the other things. The guy that you can trust and all that. So
100%.
That's what I do too. I hired all my marketing team, my media team, my video and editors. I'm hiring good guys to be with me like a team, like a family. Actually, one of them is my sister, my uncle, and they're guys that are with me since the beginning, and then I can trust them to do what they want to do, and I'll be focusing on my career, and I can ask them questions and learn from them. They learn from me. It's like a teamwork. That's what smart guys do.
shout out to you, man. God bless you, bro. I appreciate you saying that I'm a smart guy. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, man.
He said you were a smart guy because you surround yourself with smarter people, though.
That's what I said, man. Yeah. That's what I said. Come on, man.
That's a smart move.
It is. Thank you very much, Kyle. I really appreciate it, man. It's been a pleasure getting to know you today. I'm a big fan now. I mean, I was a fan before. I love your intensity in your fights, and you really bring it. And you're a really smart guy. So, man, shout out to you and everything you got going on. And we appreciate your time today, man.
Oh, thank you guys. It was an honor for me for sure to be here talking with you. I always saw a lot of episodes of you guys, and I've always been a fan of Mike, the person that he is, the character that he is. I found that like funny guy, crazy guy, but smart guy too. So definitely honored to be here. Thank you guys for your time. And our gym is running as a gym of the year.
You're gonna win.
Wow.
So, you're gonna win. You're gonna win.
We hope you guys win. Yeah, the Fighting Nerds.
Yeah, I think we deserve it. Otherwise, if your other gym wins, I'm gonna have everybody in the attendance with the glasses just seeing all the gym winning. So that's what we're gonna do.
You guys have that shit locked. No losses this year. You guys have that shit locked.
I think we deserve. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you, Kyle, for coming on, brother.
Thank you, guys. You too. Thank you.
Guys, I try to make my questions short, man. I'm trying to make them as short as my eyebrows. All right, bro? Like, I'm doing my best. But
you ain't even close right now.
Man, it's not that bad.
It's way off.
Okay, let me see. Let me watch this. See, look. Like, it's the lighting. Shut the fuck up, Mike. Dude, I've gotten so much shit for that, but it is what it is.
So here's the funniest part is me and Mike didn't even fucking remember that portion until you put it out on Twitter.
I know. No, I know.
And started crying about your fucking eyebrows and what we
I'm
said
not crying.
About them.
See, but
we
it's
would have
like
never even fucking said anything about your eyebrows ever again. Ever.
See, but you just gotta embrace it, bro. Like if I'm worried my eyebrows are leaving, I'm just gonna bring it up. Do you smell? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, I had to put it out there because.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to say this. Shout out to Joe Rogan for talking about Dirty Boxing Championships today. I think he likes the rule set. I think our rule set is a step above a lot of stuff, man. It makes people scrap. It makes them fight hard, blow for blow, go for the kill, no time to waste. Dirty Boxing Championships made it to the Joe Rogan Experience. Shout out to Joe Rogan, man. And shout out to our guest today, Caio Borralho.
Your skill set. It's like a human chess game. That's the opposite. You're just standing in front of each other, whacking each other in the face. But I will watch. So if people want to do it, that's your jam. If you're a giant fat guy. You see, one of those guys actually had a fight, a dirty boxing fight with Yoel Romero.
Oh,
who's like,
he's like the dirty boxing king, dude.
He's also super juicy now. He's a heavyweight now. So Yoel is 47. So he was competing under pretty rigorous testing with the UFC as far as like, I'm sure you would disagree. But look what he looks like now.
We could talk about that later.
Yeah, definitely. This is Yoel now. He smashes. This is not a good video, Jamie. Find another video of it. There's the actual video of it from the fight event. That's like someone's camera from the side.
Yeah, they're actually pulling your shit up on the JRE, dude.
He's huge. Yoel's like 220 now, 225, dude, baby. He's fucking massive.
He used to suck down to 185, and then what would he walk in at though? I think like 2.
Well, when he would weigh 185, this is back when Yoel was fighting. There was actual weigh-ins.
Yeah.
So right now there's actual weigh-ins, but it's a ceremonial weigh-in. Like tomorrow at the UFC, I'll host a ceremonial weigh-in. So the fighters weighed in at like 9 o'clock in the morning. The ceremonial weigh-in is at 5 p.m. They've had the entire day to rehydrate. So Yoel back in those days was 185 when you weighed in at 5 p.m. at 185. And you couldn't believe he was 185 because I would be like 200 pounds. And I'd be sitting there. I'm like, how? How am I bigger than you? This doesn't make this like defies all known laws of physics and gravity. Like it doesn't make any sense. He was massive. These enormous traps. He was one of the rare guys that when he would suck weight, he didn't look smaller. He still looked fucking huge, man.
Yeah, he has really round muscle bellies, so it's almost like bodybuilder-esque in terms of like how much bigger you look just cosmetically too.
So this guy that he's fighting is a slap fight guy. And look at the size of Yoel now.
He's definitely less lean.
Yeah, he's less lean. He's eating whatever he wants, but he's still got a six-pack. But he's fucking massive, dude.
So how do you end up in this league? Like, what was?
Oh, I think this is Mike Perry's thing. Ooh. I think he's putting this together, or he's involved with it in some way, shape, or form. So Yoel is just basically like toying with this guy. This guy has literally no business. No disrespect to the man, but no business in the ring with this world-class athlete.
Like, how much do you got to get paid to go in and fight Yoel for this?
$15. Like, that's how he hops up in the air before he decides to go.
Yeah.
What is that? Get 50. He just decides to like hop in the air. He's like, enough. Let me end this. He just decides it's.
Dude, I feel like such a bad promoter.
Huge, dude. Look at his back. Yeah. Look at his back.
I'm laughing at the guy who competed against Yoel.
And by the way, if look at see the back of his neck, he has a fully fused neck.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't, 36 when he entered into the UFC.
If he wasn't,
$15, bro. Borralho would have taken that, a couple years ago.
$15 and a pack of Newports, boy.
That's a deal.
Throw it on the table. He said he's in there.
I mean, you could just argue that if you look at it like that, it's $1 per second. It's pretty good pay.
Man, that's pretty good, man. Shout out to everybody watching Overdogs Podcast. Shout out to Dirty Boxing Championships. And shout out to our guest today, Caio Borralho. Thank you guys for watching, man. Stay tuned for more. And we'll be back soon with more on the fight game. Let's go.
Yes, sir.